There are many speculations about the nature of the work Nicomachean Ethics. Aristotle's own son was named Nicomachus, so it's been suggested that this work is supposed to be a guide for him after he grows up. What is more likely is that these are lecture notes for Aristotle's lessons in the Lyceum regarding ethics. Whether these notes were taken by Aristotle himself or a student is not known. The organization of the work is at times mysterious as well. In general, however, the work is an investigation into the question most connected to ancient ethics, which is, how should one live? He begins the work in Book 1 by considering the question of what is good. He begins with this statement: every craft and line of inquiry, and likewise every action and decision, seems to seek some good. That is why some people were right to describe the good as what everything seeks. Now this should give us some pause, since we might think a work of ethics has to do with what is morally good. That is, what makes someone like St. Teresa good, and what makes someone like Hitler not good. But if good is to be understood as what everything seeks, we would be including animals, plants, and perhaps even non-living things in the investigation. This seems to be exactly what Aristotle has in mind, however. Pursuing this question requires having knowledge and experience in many areas. This rules out people with little experience in these areas, however. He says the following: this is why a youth is not a suitable student of political science, for he lacks experience of the actions in life which are the subject and premises of our arguments. Moreover, since he tends to follow his feelings, his study will be futile and useless, for the end of political science is action, not knowledge. It does not matter whether he is young in years or immature in character, since the deficiency does not depend on age, but results from following his feelings in his life and in a given pursuit. For an immature person, like an incontinent person, gets no benefit from his knowledge. This should look strange to us, since we are coming from Socrates' stress on knowledge as our ultimate goal. Aristotle thinks that our present investigation, action is the goal, but action deriving from knowledge. The question he finally asks is, what is the highest of all the goods achievable in action? That is, what is the good that all other goods are steps toward? For example, someone might say that money is good, but when we ask whether the possession of money is good in and of itself, we would say that it's not. It's good because it gets us other stuff. So then, is there something that is good that is not just good because it gets us other stuff? Is there something that is in and of itself good? Now we might think that the highest good would be pleasure, or wealth, or honor. And we have to understand that Aristotle means by the word honor, esteem and respect received from others. But it's possible to have as much pleasure as one desires, or as much wealth, or as much honor, and not to think one is living a good life. What is it then that we would want to call the highest good? That toward which pleasure, wealth, and honor might be steps. Aristotle's answer is that it's happiness. But we actually need to say more about this word happiness, because he's going to use it in a bit different way than what we may be used to.